independent medical evaluations. If you've had a workers' comp claim for any length of time, then you will have undergone an independent medical evaluation, or IME. These are medical exams that are requested by the defense, the attorneys for the defense, your employer, and usually they're in regards to you're requesting additional allowance requests or compensation or the allowance of the claim perhaps. And so there's a coterie of doctors who are kind of on retainer, so to speak, for the defense bar. And the reality is they give opinions that are kind of consistent with whoever is paying them. So it's kind of biased towards, if it's, if you're regularly hired by the defense bar, you're going to make opinions that are biased towards what the defense wants. But nevertheless, what happens if you undergo an IME, an independent medical evaluation, and you think there's something wonky about it, or you read the report that comes from that independent medical examination and you're like, dude, that is absolutely not true, and the information that this doctor is relying upon to make his opinion is either not accurate or it's made up from whole cloth, it's completely fraudulent. Is there some remedy for that? So there is, and you could go, and I'll put the link in this video, but it's called elicense.ohio.gov, and you could file a complaint, and if you feel the IME was done not correctly or there's something wonky about it, you could indicate that. If you read the report and there's something wonky with the report, you could write what you think is wonky about the IME report. And it looks like this independent medical examiner, Dr. Dennis Glazer, entered into a consent agreement on April 9th of 2025, and apparently he had to pay a fine of $5,000 for whatever he did. And it's basically what it says: based upon the doctor's admission that the doctor's review of a medical file for an independent medical evaluation contained conclusions that were unsupported or contradictory to available documentation, or factually inaccurate, which individually and or collectively constitute a departure from or failure to conform to minimal standards of care of similar practitioners under the same or similar circumstances. So this doctor, though that fine's not really that big, considering some of these guys make like $500,000 a year doing this, this is forever on this doctor's record, and so this is going to always be there. And the other thing is, if you go undergo an IME and you want to see if this doctor has some history, you could look them up on this eLicense site. So there is a remedy if you think your IME was conducted in a weird manner or the report is fraudulent.